I found out about the poll by accident. Not from my dad. Not from my family. From a notification. A cousin had tagged me in something. At first, I thought it was a joke. A meme. Something harmless. But when I opened it, my stomach dropped. It was a poll. Public. Posted by my father. The title read, "If you could erase one person from the family, should it be her?" Below it, 2 options. Yes. No. And next to it, a photo of me. I stared at the screen, frozen. My hands went cold. My chest felt tight. For a moment, I actually thought it had to be fake. A hacked account. A bad edit. Something? Anything. But it wasn't. His profile. His name. His friends. His words. Real. Painfully real. The votes were already climbing. Dozens. Then hundreds. And worst of all, I recognized the names. Family members. Relatives. People who had smiled at me. Sat across from me at dinner. Hugged me at holidays. Voting. Some even commenting. Sorry, but it's true. She's always been the problem. This family would be better without her drama. My vision blurred. I couldn't breathe properly. I scrolled further, looking for something, anything, that felt human. Then I saw my sister's comment. Finally, someone said it. That broke something inside me. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like a thread snapping. I didn't cry. Not yet. I just sat there, staring at the screen, reading every word, every vote, every quiet confirmation of what they really thought about me. My phone buzzed. A message from my dad. My heart jumped. For a second, I thought, maybe he realized. Maybe he was going to apologize. I opened it. Dad, don't take it personally. It's just for fun. Fun. I laughed. A short, empty sound. Because nothing about this felt like a joke. Another message came. Dad. People are too sensitive these days. Sensitive. Right. Because being publicly erased by your own father was just a small thing. I typed a reply, then deleted it. Typed again. Deleted again. Because honestly, what do you even say to something like that? My phone buzzed again. This time, it was my aunt. Aunt Lisa. You should probably stay offline for a bit. Translation. Don't react. Don't embarrass the family further. I put the phone down. Stood up. Walked to the mirror. Looked at myself. Same face. Same person. But suddenly, everything felt different. Because now I knew. This wasn't just one cruel post. This wasn't just one bad moment. This was how they saw me. All of them, or at least most of them, I went back to my phone. The votes had passed 300. And the majority was yes. Erase her. Just like that. I sat back down slowly. And for the first time since I saw the post, I smiled. Not because it was funny. Not because it didn't hurt. But because something inside me had finally become clear. They thought they could erase me. Make me small. Make me disappear. But what they didn't understand was that I had already started building a life far away from their opinions, far away from their control. And the biggest mistake my father just made was not the poll. It was making it public. Because now, everyone could see what kind of man he really was, and what kind of family they had become. I picked up my phone again, opened the post, scrolled to the comments. And this time, instead of staying silent, I started typing. My fingers hovered over the screen for a moment. So many things I could say. So many ways to respond. Anger, sarcasm, pain. But I chose none of them. Instead, I typed slowly, carefully. Every word intentional. Then I pressed post. My comment appeared at the top. Thank you for being honest. Now let me be honest too. Within seconds, people started reacting. Notifications flooded in. Replies. Likes. Shock. I continued. To everyone who voted yes, I see you. The comments section went quiet. People were reading now. Waiting. You didn't erase me. You revealed yourselves. More reactions. Faster now. Someone replied, "What is she doing?" I kept going. For years, I tried to fit into this family, to be enough, to be accepted. My heart was beating fast, but my hands were steady. But today you made something very clear. Pause. Then the next line. I was never the problem. The post exploded. Some people started deleting their comments. Others tried to defend themselves. It was just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. I smiled slightly. There it was again. The same excuse. I typed one last part. The part that changed everything. Since we're doing public polls, the entire thread froze again. Even my dad replied, "Enough. Stop this." I didn't. Here's mine. I attached a screenshot. A document. Clean. Official. Clear. It was a legal notice. Filed. Signed. Stamped. My name at the top. And below it, a case number. Defamation, harassment, public humiliation. The comments exploded again. But this time, it wasn't laughter. It wasn't mockery. It was panic. My sister replied instantly. "Are you serious right now?" My father called. I let it ring. Then it rang again. And again. But I didn't answer. Because for the first time, they weren't in control of the narrative anymore. I was. And this time, The whole world was watching. The calls didn't stop. My phone kept ringing. Dad. Mom. My sister. Over and over again. But I didn't answer. Not this time. Because for years I had answered every call. Listened to every insult. Ignored every sign. Tried to fix something that was never mine to fix. This time, I chose silence. By morning, the poll was gone. Deleted. Comments wiped. Like it never existed. But it was too late. Screenshots had spread. Relatives were whispering. Friends were asking questions. And suddenly, my father wasn't laughing anymore. He sent one final message. We need to talk. This went too far. I read it once. Then replied with something simple. It did. But not for the reason he thought. Over the next few weeks, things changed. Not instantly. Not perfectly. But clearly. Some family members reached out. Apologized. Others stayed silent. And a few never spoke to me again. And honestly, that was the answer I needed. Because sometimes losing people isn't a loss. It's clarity. I didn't go back. Didn't try to rebuild what was broken. I moved forward. Focused on my life. My work. My peace. Because respect isn't something you beg for. It's something you walk away for. Tom, moral of the story. When people show you who they really are, believe them. You don't need to stay where you're disrespected. Walking away isn't weakness, it's self-respect. If this story meant something to you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real and powerful stories. Joe.